Record on this computer. Okay, we're recording. I've done like 2 trainings where there were really important ones and I did not record and I got yelled at a lot.
Oh.
So I make sure I record now. So we're going to let a few more people, yes, we are recording, sign up. And then I'm just going to do a little intro and say, hey, everyone, glad you're here. Brianne is so awesome to do this for. I said it right, your name, right? Yeah. And so I actually don't know Brianne as well, and I can't wait to get to know her more. Her sponsor is one of my Lula sisters that I just met recently too, and her name's Stacy Hickey, and she's just amazing. And I actually asked her, I was like, Stacy, I need your energy in my team. And then so when she is when she's done moving, she said she'll come say hi. And anyway, so but she's so sweet. But Brianne is. Oh, go ahead.
It just got into their house like days ago.
Oh, I can't imagine. Like, it's a good time to move though. If you move in LuLaRoe, you want to move probably between April and July. You know, the Oklations did it in January and it seemed like it wasn't as bad, but I was still super busy in January, like way busier than now, you know? So anyway, so long story short, I'm going to let her kind of give her most of her intro then and talk a little about herself. But how she stood out to me is that she works full time. She has 4 kids, right? 3 kids. And then she cruise qualified last year. So that means like she's a boss, guys. And she's a trainer and she's rocking it. She's doing this business. She's amazing. And we need to hear from others to help ourselves become better. That's why Deanne and a lot of people, when they do these training calls, they invite certain people. When Deanne does it on home office, she doesn't say, oh, here, I want you guys to feel bad about hearing this person. It's like, be inspired and like, listen to this person is just like you. And this is how they're successful. So I want you to take whatever you can from her and learn. And because whatever she was doing, it was good and it brought her success. So she did something right. And we need to learn about that today. And we'll talk about it after. And then we also have a school principal who's a full-time principal who's cruise qualified the last 3 months, and we need to get her on here too. Her name's Valerie. She's in our team, but I don't know if she got the memo for this one. So I'm going to have her come in the end if she comes on. But
awesome.
I know, I was like, man, a principal, it's like pretty intense too. So anyway, I'm going to turn it on over to you, Brianne. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of when you started, all the jazz, and then also please talk about whatever you feel is going to benefit and strengths and weaknesses about staying home and having all your kids and you're working full time. And just please, I would love to be inspired and enlightened right now. And I'm going to get my pen.
Okay. So I launched St. Patrick's Day and I've been in it about a year and a month. And out the door, I cruise qualified my first 6 months selling. I've missed since I started selling in March or whenever it was, St. Patrick's Day of last year. I've missed 1 month, and that was February when I was gone for 2 weeks. I'm not going to say that cruise qualifying is easy. It's not. I busted my butt. I made a lot of sacrifices to get there, but for us, it was worth it. I'm a full-time school teacher. I teach high school chemistry. I do have 3 kids. I have a daughter who's 7. I also have my twin 4-year-old boys. So to say we're busy, we're busy. My husband's also a deputy. So he works nights, I work days. We had to find ways to make selling and LuLaRoe work for us because we needed to pay down debt. We needed to put our kids to school. We were trying to do a ton of different things with LuLaRoe. And my computer speakers are on somehow. I'm gonna just close my computer out, sorry. So working full time in LuLaRoe is hard because you're taking up half of your day with work and you're not focused on selling or you're not focused on live sales, and you can't go live on a whim or you can't go live at the best selling time. To go live when everybody else is live. So how do we find your niche with live sales or with posting or with album sales when most of your time or the majority of your time is spent either with work or family, because you can't really neglect any of them. So I found a couple things that worked really well for me. I did my album sales every day of the week on the same day, and I loaded albums at the same time the night before. I don't know if how many of you use Shop the Row. I found that to be an immense time saver. If you can find something that helps you save any bit of time, whether it be an hour, whether it be 3 hours, it's worth it.
You said you did the album sale like the one day a week at the same time? Okay, well, when you said every day, and I was like, wait, what? Like 7 days a week you did it? So I was like, how do you do that? I just had to clarify.
I do album sales on Thursdays. Yes, I realize Thursday is like the busiest day of the week, but I've done it since I launched. Every single Wednesday at 5 o'clock Pacific is when my albums show up on my page. So my group is very accustomed to seeing them on Thursday, from Thursday to Saturday morning. I don't take them down until Saturday. I'm going to be honest, I'm busy. Friday night, I like to enjoy family time. That's my one time with my kids, just to kind of relax. And we don't go to bed early, and I don't delete albums. I'll take them down on Saturday morning. But I do my album sales every Thursday. I post my albums Wednesday night from bed from my phone. I've got an album in my phone that has all of my album covers saved in order, and I load them from my phone backwards. If you hit if you're on Facebook, the Facebook app from your phone, you can easily load the albums by just hitting the 3 little dots that are way off to the right. And I just load my albums that way. It takes me, at this point now, maybe 10 minutes to load all of my albums. I usually do that from bed right before I go to bed. It's usually 11 or 12 on Wednesday night. I try and do live sales during the week. Whether they happen or not, it's kind of up in the air. We try. We did put our boys in preschool 3 days a week so that my husband can do a live sale on Wednesdays. Is it the best? No, but it's out there. He's getting out there. It's working with the algorithms to bump our visibility up so that Thursday is typically a much more active day in our group. So we set it up to have him being live the day before, and we kind of have seen this big steady increase in participation the day before and the day of our album sales. Use whatever though you can to kind of help you. Facebook right now is totally different than when I started a year ago. When I started a year ago, you posted something, everybody in your group saw it. And now today, if I post something in my group, maybe 7 to 10% are seeing it. So we're constantly struggling against those algorithms. One of the things that you can use is Shop the Row. There's also Boutique. There's a million inventory management programs out there. For me, it was worth the money. The very first thing I bought once I started 4 months in, because my first 4 months I reinvested 100%. Then I bought a maid. I paid for a maid twice a week. It's worth it to me to pay her $200 to $300 a month to clean, deep clean, not just pick up, but like deep clean where I don't have to. That's worth my profit, and it's worth not buying 4 more Amelias or 3 more of something else. It's also worth it for me to pay $14.99 for Shop the Row. I can load my photos. I can post and forget. I can schedule my postings Thursday morning during my prep period at work. I am a teacher, so I have an hour off at work, or during my lunch hour. I get more done on my lunch hour at work, so my 36-minute lunch hour, than I do in 2 hours at home with my kids. So if you're working, you have family, utilize that time when you have breaks to get stuff done, whether it's make a quick post or post on Instagram or just check your page and reply to a few comments. Anything you can do on a break is going to help you in the long run. So my lunch hour is dedicated to LuLaRoe. I do Instagram, I comment on photos, I check my albums, I get everything ready for the next day. I also use posting programs. I use Cinch Share, and I schedule a lot on the weekends. I found that posting an album or an outfit of the day, really shadowed. Oh, I'm really bright. There we go. I found that posting an album of, or an outfit of the day really brought my group in. And whether it's a new style, or I'm tying up a Carly fun, or I'm wearing an Amelia as a top with the Cassie, I get more interaction on those posts than I do anything else. So I'll spend 2 hours taking 10, 15, 20 different outfit photos and then utilizing them during the week. Very rarely is a post on my page of an outfit what I'm actually wearing that day. Almost always, I take them on the weekends when I have off. I use my car bumper a lot to hold my camera. So I'll put it on I'll turn the camera around, put it on selfie mode, record a video, and I can pause my video on screenshots that I like, and then I take those. Any of them that have my kids in them, guarantee you that is not on a weekday. That's on a weekend. There's no way I'm getting all 3 of them dressed and cooperating without some form of bribery. And I'm not giving them any kind of sugar on the weekdays. I would like them to go to bed eventually. So most of my outfit pictures are done on the weekends. That's for Instagram too. So I have my Instagram, my business page, and my Facebook group. All 3 get different outfits each day. I physically have not figured out how to use Cinch Share to post to Instagram. I post to Instagram in the morning before my morning school bell rings, and I post as soon as I get home from work. So I get at least 2 Instagram posts a day. My business page and my VIP group are all scheduled through Cinch Share. It's made my life a lot easier. I can post, I can schedule everything on the weekends, and I can kind of almost forget about it. I do go back in on my breaks and try and comment on as many people's comments and posts as I can. And I have recruited my husband. I did this for a year without his help and without really his support online. He's always supported me behind the scenes. It is just this February that he's finally said, okay, what can I do to help visibly? So any help you can pull in is good help. Pull in your husband, pull in your sister, pull in your mom, pull in a friend. Any help you can get with posting and any of that to bump your algorithms is great. But it's not everything. You've got to keep a schedule. I have, of course, I didn't bring it in here, my day planner. I have my LuLaRoe planner. I don't know if you guys utilize your planners. I utilize mine to no end. I find that the LuLaRoe planner really does work well for LuLaRoe. I put in any pop-ups. I write in my goals for the week. I write in my sales goals. I write in, if I go live, I'll write it in so that I can go back and look, hey, this was a really good sales week. What did I do this week? And I can look, oh, I went live every single day. 15 minutes here, 30 minutes here. My lives aren't more than 35 minutes. I don't have that kind of time that some of the big people that I'm like, oh God, I wish I could be like them have. I don't have an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to go live all day. I wish I did. I don't. So I schedule lives around my schedule and when I can. If your group and your VIP group knows, hey, I also work, share that with them. If you're working as well as LuLaRoe, share it with your VIPs. Let them know. That way they know I shouldn't expect an instant response. During summers, my VIPs are a little more impatient with me and they're like, come on, like, where's my response? I need something now. Whereas right now, they're very patient with me and they really, their time and let me respond. And they give me that amount, they give me a few hours before they actually start questioning anything. So I schedule everything. I have everything listed out. I block my time from normally from 2:30 to 4:30 is family time. I don't have my phone on me. I don't post. I don't ever schedule anything really for those times. That is my family time. 5:30 to 6:30 is usually dinner time. I can get on my phone sporadically. I can check things, but it's more dinner time / kind of catch up on the day. I do schedule in when I take my photos. My photos are taken Wednesday nights. I know that Wednesday nights are a long night for me, and that's okay. I don't like taking photos every single day. Some people like taking them. They get up, they're going to take photos.
So how come you don't have someone take your photos?
I'm too OCD.
I get that.
Willing to let up control of my photos.
And it's recently that I've been, like in the last 4 months, that I've had to let someone do that because it just took that time, you know? But I still wish to this day that I could, but like I don't like doing it because of the time, but I like looking them a certain way, you know? So I understand that, but give it up. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not, yeah, that's...
I can't do it.
Can't. My photos, if I get a new backdrop, I redo my entire 2,500 piece inventory. If I get a new sign, and I did about 2 months ago, I got a new sign, I redid all 2,500 pieces. And I haven't even done lightnings yet. But it's worth it to me to have my hands on the inventory to take photos. There are tricks, though, to making photos easier. I have a ring light. It's what I'm using right now with a tripod in the middle of the ring light. You can get them on Amazon. They're about 150 to 180 bucks on average. There's also a gorgeous little Bluetooth clicker. It's 20 to 25 bucks with shipping, depending, on Amazon. I don't touch my camera once I start taking photos. I have my little Bluetooth clicker. It sits on my pinky, and I literally lay out my clothes, put them on my mannequin, do whatever, hit the button, take them off. I don't walk towards my camera when it is set and done. I walk away. But this was the best $20 I've spent. I'm on clicker number 3.
Well, then question, does your mannequin not move? Are you careful enough?
I have command strips on my floor, stuck to my floor, and
that is a freaking good idea.
I have command strips, the Velcro command strips on my mannequin feet and my floor. Stick the mannequin on, it's not going to move. I typically, though, I don't photograph Julia's, or I do photograph Julia's on my mannequin. I do not photograph Randy's, leggings, Jordan's, Cassie's, I gotta look, Maxie's, on the mannequin. Everything else goes on the mannequin. Outfits are on the lay flats as well. Everything else is a lay flat, but the majority of everything I do is on a mannequin. I think it looks, me personally, I like the look of it.
Mm-hmm. And then do you have a plastic mannequin or a cloth one?
I've got a cloth.
Okay.
Here is Rosie 2. Rosie 1 broke.
Yeah, I'm on my second one. So I'm like, is it easy to get on and off of that cloth? Just wondering. Sorry, this is a side note.
Nope. No, that's awesome. Yes. I found that the cloth mannequins work better for me than plastic or wire. Wire, changing my phone, and I got holes and stuff just because I caught it on the mannequin.
And the plastic? Have you tried a plastic?
I have not tried plastic. I got this one on Amazon for 80 bucks, and I've had her for almost a year.
Okay, I'm going to have to get that from you because I got mine on Amazon. The clothes always get stuck on it, and it's so annoying. It's cloth too, but.
Yeah, this is cloth. I have it at the highest setting, but I rip them on and off. I'm not gentle. I'm quick. I want to get things done. I put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. My lay flats take me a little bit longer. I absolutely hate them, but I like how they look. I want to strangle kind of whoever thought of the idea of, oh, let's lay everything flat. No, let's not. Mannequin is quicker for me. Do what's quicker for you. I personally don't hang my stuff on a hanger because I like how the stuff looks with a body in it. I know a lot of people just put it on the hanger and photograph on the hanger. Granted, a hanger would save you a lot of time, but do what you need. Do what you find that you like best. Giving up my mannequin, giving up my photos isn't where I want to spend my extra time. I would rather spend time hiring my maid every other week. I would rather hire high school kids to come in here and do inventory count for me. I hire my babysitter to come on Saturdays and Sundays. I run my pop-ups. I schedule pop-ups every 2 hours. So I'll do an 11 to 1, and then I'll do a 2 to 4, and then I'll do a 6 to 8 pop-up on the weekend. I'll run 3 back-to-back pop-ups sometimes every Saturday and every Sunday. It's worth it. Yes, it's a ton of work, but think about it as your second job. Right now, with how Facebook is and how albums are, I don't know how your albums are doing. Mine aren't doing as good as they used to, but my in-homes are doing way better. So if you can try scheduling 2 in-homes back to back, all you have to do is set up and tear down once. I don't travel any longer. I simply offer an extra pair of leggings for them to host at my house. Nobody's ever turned me down for an extra pair of leggings. Nobody's ever turned me down for hosting at my house. Because think about it, you don't have to clean. They don't have to clean. They don't have to cook. They don't have to worry about a bunch of cars at their house. There's so many perks to hosting it where you are if you have the space. So if you have the space and if you have weekends off, take advantage of those. Use those times. Host back-to-back pop-ups. I block off 6 hours on either Saturday or Sunday. Depends on where my hostesses want to be. And I block out 4 hours on the other day. So I'll do 2 on one day and 3 on the other. And I hire a babysitter. My kids are terrors. My daughter's 7. My twins are 4. If you have boys, you kind of understand. 4-year-old boys are not necessarily the quietest or the calmest of children usually. Mine are bouncing off the walls from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. So hiring a babysitter for me is worth the 4 pairs of leggings I usually give them and $20 for pizza. But do find ways to make it easier for yourself. Block off your time so that you're able to see, okay, this is work, this is family, this is LuLaRoe. And I will say working and cruise qualifying is tough. I don't sleep all that much. I've never been a big sleeper, but I'm usually not in bed before midnight, and I'm up at 5. But that works for me because I function on 5 to 6 hours of sleep just fine. But some nights I'm in bed by 10, and that's how it is. I'm in bed at 10 and I'm not doing anything. Like tonight I need to make new album covers. I'll make new album covers. I'll probably be in bed at 11 or 12, which is how it is. But it's doable if you block your time off. So chunk your time. Don't have if you're working, kind of try and fit in LuLaRoe where you can on a break. And then if it's phones off from 3:30 to, sorry, my mom just called. If it's phones off from 3:30 to 5:30 or 2:30 to 4:30, put it away. Put the phone away. It's worth it to your family. It's worth it to yourself to have that time blocked off for you and your family. If I don't come home and have no phone, the rest of the night is downhill with my kids. And they're just getting no LuLaRoe. So it's worth it to me to block that first part of my day off for my kids. Then I can focus on LuLaRoe, taking photos, answering emails, answering questions, doing trainings, whatever I need to do for that day, I can do after my kids have had attention. Once they have attention, they can kind of do their own thing for a little bit after I've given them their time. I find that if I make a list, I'm definitely, if you've done your colors, I'm not gold in the slightest. I'm very green, very orange. I fly by the seat of my pants a lot. And it works for me. Doesn't work for everybody. My husband's very blue gold. He likes me to list everything out for the week. He has this calendar that I'm supposed to write everything on. And that, my day planner of blocking everything out is kind of from him. And okay, this works for us. We can make these calendars. We can make these lists of what we need to do. If I don't get something done that day, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'll do it tomorrow. Getting to it tomorrow is not the end of the world. But making sure you have a schedule and making sure you have that time blocked off is kind of essential. Okay. And they're home. So I've hit my 30 minutes. I will gladly answer any questions you guys have, if you would like.
Thank you so much. Sorry I had to step away for a minute. I got a phone call. And it's not working, Matt? Okay. I took several notes, but I did miss at the very end when my husband came in really fast, when you were talking about your schedule. I can't remember what you said, and I can't even remember my question. So I'm going to open it up to anyone else who has questions then while I think about it.
So real quick, my schedule is just blocked off. It's work, and I fit in LuLaRoe when I can on my breaks. Then it's family, no phone, and then it's LuLaRoe.
I love the 2 to 4:30. And that's our plan is a little later. My daughter was sleeping for a while from 2 to 4, so we were going to try and do like 4 to 7. And then the time zone changed for us, and we lost an hour because of all of the East Coast people. And being in Arizona, it's really weird. And so like I'm trying to find my perfect 2 to 4:30, but that is so important to do that. And I'm trying to find a good time for that. And that's something that I definitely want to do too. I really suck at it right now, but especially where you can put the phone away.
Yeah, I found that I
beautiful babies.
I found I actually have to put my phone away. It can't be near me. It can't be out. I have to put it away for me not to touch it.
Mommy, after you're done with this, can we play the word
Yes.
game?
Yes. Will you give me 5 minutes, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
But can I be on this?
Hi.
And so I found that if I'm home, if I pay attention to them from 2:30 to 4:30, it makes my night a lot easier.
Lottie.
A lot easier. Yeah, she's going to agree. That's awesome. And does anyone else have any other questions for her? Susanna, I know you jumped on a little while in. Holly and Susanna. Susanna, how many kids do you have? Do you have 4 or 5? I know Holly
I have 5 kids.
Okay, Susanna has 5 kids, so I'm sure she enjoyed this today.
Yeah, no, it was definitely helpful. I really enjoyed it, but I'll probably watch it again too and take more notes. I was driving for part of it and then unloading the car for part of it, so I'll definitely need to rewatch and take notes, but I enjoyed it a lot, so thank you for talking to us.
Thank you guys for having me. This is super fun for me. This is neat for me. I love talking to people. I'm a teacher by day.
I could definitely see a lot of your teacher characteristics.
Yeah. I've thought about, this would be so much fun to do the road full time. No, I'd get bored.
You really? That's cool though, but you're still like a lot of people who don't do it full time don't see those kind of sales, but you're showing us how that you can. You
definitely can. Definitely hire out and get the help, especially with posting. Like the CentShare, there's a ton of free ones. CentShare is a paid program. There's a ton of free ones out there. I can get a list from some of my girls. Is CentShare pretty user friendly? I think I tried one of them and it was really complicated and I couldn't even figure it out. I tend to do from my computer and not my phone. The app for me with CentShare was too hard. Maybe that's what it was. From my desktop, the app with CentShare is easy. Oh, okay. The CentShare, I use CentShare. I use Shop the Row. And I use my Bluetooth clicker for all my pictures. That thing has been a lifesaver. Awesome. Because I'm not willing to give those up. No.
Does Shop the Row ever put you in jail?
Oh, I'm notorious for being in jail. I'm in jail.
How do you rely on it to load your photos? Because I tried it and it couldn't load my albums. and it made me miss like 5 different album sales because it like wouldn't load them. And so I couldn't rely on it. So what do you do if you can't rely on it?
So I load my own album covers, and then I use Shop the Row to load photos for me. For any multi that I'm in, I have a secondary Facebook profile that I load multis with.
Mommy.
So I load multis on one profile, and then I load my VIPs on my main profile. So I do carry 2 Facebook profiles. My main email is my LuLaRoe brand Freeborn email. And then my secondary is just a generic Gmail that I created that just does loading of multis. So in Shop the Row, you can use different profiles to load into albums. And then I also found if you don't use Smart Post, it's a lot better. So I'll use Smart Post, and I'll post 3 albums at most at a time, and all the rest go on Do Not Post. Once those are done loading, I'll Smart Post 3 or 4 more styles, wait for those to finish loading.
What's Smart Post? What does it do?
Smart Post doesn't space, it's supposed to space out your photos so you don't get put in jail. It doesn't. It throws me in jail every single time I try and load my whole inventory. The bigger your inventory, the more likely you are to go into Facebook jail. At 2,500 pieces without leggings,
How?
I really,
So that's gonna be my next question. So you have 2,500 pieces?
without leggings.
Okay, so that's similar to what I have. I've been thrown into jail with only about 1,800 because that's when I did it. What file size are your pictures?
I do all my pictures on my iPhone, and I do square photos.
Does that lower the size a little bit?
I think so. I've started doing the longer photos with Julia's and Amelia's, but I try and do just square photos for the vast majority of my inventory. Do it again, you're going out.
I want to play with you.
My Facebook wouldn't let me post. I've had Shop the Row for 4 months and I've never used it. I paid for it for 4 months, 5 maybe. But my Facebook, it wasn't letting me post. It would never post, and then I finally got it fixed. But then I'm just like, stuck in my old ways, and so I haven't done it. But on our to-dos this week is finally get it, because you can't upload without Shop the Row. You can't upload with Shop the Row, but I guess I'd rather having it being automatic on Shop the Row and maybe work more. But uploading right now is just a nightmare. It is just a nightmare. Uploading 20 photos at a time with 2,500 pictures is a nightmare.
Let your brother in, please. I can do 3 styles at a time in Shop the Row. So I'll do 3 styles. I wait for those to fully load before, come here, bud, I post the next styles. I do ghost albums in my VIP. So if I'm loading to my VIP, you can't cry if you're in here. If I'm in my VIP, I ghost load. So I'll load albums from a different account. Usually my multi-profile is not an admin on my VIP group. So I'll load my album covers.
And you can do that with Shop the Row.
Yes, I don't load album covers using Shop the Row. I load my albums myself on my phone the night before. That way they're sitting in my pending posts. So I have my settings as admin approved posts. Well, my non-admin account, so my multi-Shop the Row account, can load albums to my VIP group. And so what I'll do is, it used to be LuLaRoe brand Freeborn was my alternate account. And now my alternate account is Noelle Freeborn, which is my daughter's middle name. So I use that to load all my albums. So all my albums are sitting in pending posts Wednesday night. Thursday morning, before I leave for work, I'll use Shop the Row to Smart Post 3 albums. When I get to work then, before kids are in my classroom.
So can you still upload into it even though it's pending? That's what my question was. Okay, because we do the pending posting, and that's helped a little bit, but still it's the uploading part that's miserable. It's not the actual posting to Facebook, it's the uploading, you know?
It'll upload in the pending photos.
That's cool. I did not know you could do that.
Yes, once I figured that trick out, albums have become so much easier. I'm done loading my albums by 3:00 in the afternoon on Thursday, because literally every 6-minute break I have between class periods, I'll jump on Shop the Row real quick and I'll smart post 3 styles. I have 56 minutes then before I have another break. In that hour during the middle of the day, my albums, it'll fully post all those pictures. So I really slowed down how fast I'm loading pictures, and that's kind of kept me out of Shop the Row jail lately. I've only been in jail once lately. Knock on wood, cross my fingers. Before I left for the cruise, I was on loading with my husband's alternate account to get photos to load, because I was in Shop the Row jail on so many different accounts.
But now are they getting better, Shop the Row?
My photos usually, as long as it's not peak hours, my photos will load pretty quick.
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the hardest times to load fast, especially in the evening. But if you're loading your photos with Shop the Row at 8 a.m., very few people are loading at 8 a.m. And so I'm loading my photos at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. when there's nobody on, and they're just now sitting in pending posts, waiting for 5:30 for me to hit approve, and all of my photos magically appear.
Do you think that LuLaRoe, I'm just a hypothetical if anyone wants to answer, do you think LuLaRoe is the one that's messing Facebook up and like making them freak out? Because there's other direct sales companies like who kind of do it, but they're not as big as LuLaRoe who use Facebook, you know? We're breaking Facebook, just like we broke the internet on the cruise. And I still haven't gotten refunded. I should.
I got refunded right there on the boat.
I know. I didn't want to wait in line because I waited till the last minute.
Oh, yeah, 2 a.m. There's no line.
Yeah, I should write a letter. Dear Carnival. I'm so jealous of the new cruise ship. Oh my gosh. My brother and my sister-in-law just keep showing it to me. But you know what? They're not going to have the intimacy that we had. That every single person on the ship was LuLaRoe. That's really cool. But they have like freaking everything else you can think of, and it's going to be the bomb. Okay. And they're probably going to spend more money because they even have like a boardwalk on the ship. Like tons of shops, like 20 restaurants. Like it's insane. And so I'm like, oh, we saved a little money going on their ship. You know, I'm just trying to tell myself that, make me feel better.
Anything helps feel better.
Right?
Yeah. And share, Shop the Row, and then my clicker are my big 3.
Okay. Thank you so much. Seriously, this was amazing. You are awesome. I'm going to go work on my Shop the Row. Holly, you too? Me and Holly have both had so many issues with it that we're like the only people, and everyone's like, use it, you know?
Well, I've tried it. It just screwed me over too many times.
I know. I can't even post with it because it's not connected. I don't know why, but anyway.
Smart post. Do their nuclear reset before you start again, and then don't use Smart Post. Or use Smart Post, but only 3 albums at a time.
Well, when I tried it, I was doing like 3 to 4 sales a day. So maybe I just was doing way too much for Shop the Row. Where now I've kind of scaled back a ton, and now I only do it like 2 to 3 times a week. So I don't know.
2 to 3 times a week, you honestly shouldn't get put in jail if you're not trying to post all of it at once. I found that as soon as I found Shop the Row, I started doing 1 sale a day, either a multi or an album. Somewhere I was doing a sale using Shop the Row. Usually I'll get sometimes I'll thrown in jail about Thursday night after I loaded my VIP. And that's why I created the 2 accounts, 1 for multis, 1 for my VIP, so that I'm guaranteed to have my photos posted into my.
That's awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much. I know you have to go and be with your family. Sorry, now I'm like finding out how I can get my Shop the Row to work. You've inspired me. I'm doing it today. I don't care what I have to do.
It's worth it. That and the $20 Amazon clicker are my favorite.
Yeah, and so I use Apple Watch, but same thing.
Same thing. You don't have to touch your camera. If you can hands off your camera, it saves you so much time. Absolutely.
But I worry about my mannequin moving, but I'm going to use the sticky tape. That is such a good idea.
The same spot.
So,
And if you have on Prime, even better.
right?
Worth it. It's a business expense. Write it off.
Completely. You can't live without it.
You can write off Amazon Prime as a business expense. That way you have your clicker, or you have access to racks really quick, or hangers, or anything with 2-day shipping. You have these instant access to all of these different things. And you don't have to go shopping and leave your house.
It's awesome, especially for a working, full-time, busy mom. She knows all the secrets.
Amazon Prime. And if you have
Well, I can't wait to meet you at convention.
Yes, I will be there. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yay. Do you think, okay, really quick, I don't know if you had this issue, but do you think the app visibility and post audience, mine was set to friends. Do you think it has to be public? Do you think that's why? Okay,
Yes.
that is why I can't post. And I wrote Shop the Row and they didn't tell me that, but I just looked it up and I think that's why. So now I'm going to try it again. So that's a thing.
Make sure your settings on Shop the Row are public. If they're not public, it's not going to post your pictures.
That makes so much sense. I wish I figured that out 4 months ago.
It's worth it. It took me a while with Shop the Row, and once I finally got it, I was like, oh my God, hallelujah, this is like genius.
You're like, I know. You're going to be like me, regretting the last 6 months of my life. Why did I not do this? But, okay, perfect. Now I'm so excited to try this out.
Try it. It's worth it. And if you haven't tried it, I think there's a 30-day free trial period.
So,
Those of you that tried it and then it kind of failed, it might be worth maybe starting to post with making a separate Shop the Row account, a new Shop the Row account.
and that's what I should do, maybe just get rid of it. I'm deleting all the inventory because it's so old.
And that's the inventory management for me, now that I use Shop the Row, is way easier.
And then you just make sure you delete it with live sales. How about outfits?
Outfits, I delete as I pull them for outfits. I typically tend to make outfits out of brand new boxes. So I don't pull a lot from old inventory for outfits. My big kind of hindrance is my in-home sales. Since I do 3, I try and do 5 every weekend. Realistically, I'm doing about 3, just because getting the hostesses right now.
And you do them at your house?
I do them at my house.
And they're totally cool with coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Do you offer more for coming to your house?
Yes and no. I used to offer 2 pairs of leggings for hosting at my home. Now I literally lead in with, you don't have to clean, you don't have to set up, you just have to show up with your friends and have a good time. And they're like, whoa, I don't have to clean my house? Okay, what's your address?
Sign me up.
Oh, I do have a question. So do you also do like snacks and stuff every time because you're hosting it at your house every time? Or do you just kind of, I don't know, do it by like if somebody specifically asks for it?
So I'm watching you on my computer because I have it up on my computer. I will provide cookies and drinks if they have 20 confirmed people coming. I normally provide cookies because I get these really cute, really cheap cookies from a friend of mine. And
Matt, I got Shop the Row to work. Oh, I'm not on mute. Sorry.
I normally will provide cookies, but if they want fruit and all that, if they don't have they don't have like 15, 20 people coming, I'll suggest they bring a light snack that's easy to eat. I provide the drink and I'll provide cookies. I don't find people eating a lot at them. So 2 dozen cookies from my contact is about 3 dozen because she gets these little tiny ones. I'll send Jessica a picture of it. Bubba, don't spill it. I have a half a box left at the end of a day, and that's after 2 or 3 pop-ups. So I don't find people eat a lot at pop-ups. I find that myself and my kids eat most of the cookies and drinks. I eat them too. I'll do free.
I eat the whole tray.
Yeah, that's a win-win.
Me too.
We buy the cookies for myself, let's be honest.
And the cookies, my friend's like, I need practice. Okay, you practice away. Your cookies are gorgeous and they taste good. You practice. I'll keep eating. But I don't find my guests eat all that much. So I will offer cookies. There's a couple VIPs that host regularly. I provide a full board, but they're 30 to 50.
Wow.
And every weekend, I probably cruise qualify on just her or friends alone. But she only hosts once every 2 months, unfortunately. But yeah, open up your house, let your VIPs know who you are.
Can you repeat what you just said? My daughter was screaming at me.
I have a VIP who I could probably cruise qualify off of her club if she would.
That's insane. How many people come?
Her last one was really small, and it was 15 people, and it was a $5,500 day.
Wow. And so they just got MUN?
They do, but they don't buy other clothes. They don't
save up for this party.
Right. And I do not put out leggings for their party because they don't want leggings. I have 300 leggings of each size. I put out 20. I don't put out a ton of leggings. I highlight dresses, skirts, Sarah's, Joy's. I highlight those big ticket items in home. I
don't even sell leggings that much right now.
I haven't bought leggings in 4 months.
I buy 2. One of each size. 1 pack of each size.
I haven't bought any.
That's amazing.
I have enough.
But I don't even wear them. I honestly can't even remember the last day. Okay, I wore Mommy and Me leggings a week ago. But
I have a lot of leggings.
Yeah. But I feel the same way. Like, they don't make you a lot of money.
They don't. There are lowest profit margin items. So if you can get in home, if you can get people in home, and if you can highlight anything else.
Leggings bring in people. They bring in a lot of new customers, right? Because they're like, oh my God, leggings. But real LuLaRoe addicts who shop from you hundreds of dollars a month don't really buy that much leggings because they need all the other things.
And if you can get somebody who's never tried LuLaRoe to try on every single style, you'll be.
5 minutes.
I know, baby. It's okay. Where's Daddy going?
He's going to get dinner.
Yes.
No,
Food.
no, we're acting up, and you want to get finished.
Okay. Sorry.
Can I tell you that?
In a minute. If you can get them, offer them an incentive for trying every single style that you have on. I offer my homes. I offer them a pair of leggings, a raffle ticket for a pair of leggings if they try on every single style. And so they're trying on Amelia's and Carly's and Nicole's and Joy's. They're trying them together and they're finding, oh my God, I really like the Amelia. I need this dress. Score. You came in for a $25 item. You're now leaving with a $65 item. So if you can kind of motivate them to, hey, let's try this on, or just get them in your house on your day off, get them in your house. It's going to help so much. Girls, I had a girl yesterday text me, hey, can I come over? I really don't want to because I just got home, but go ahead. It'll be 5-10 minutes. It ended up being half an hour, but they left with a bunch of stuff. It's kind of worth it to say, okay, I don't want to do a sale right now. I don't want people in my house. I want to go eat dinner. But then, okay, on the flip side, who are they bringing with them? Can I offer them some extra customer service by letting them come into my house right now?
It's something that I've been focused on lately for myself, and we're trying to push it in our team to do, to get out and meet your community more and make more friends and meet people if you don't feel like you have, or just finding new customers locally, because Facebook is feeling very oversaturated with LuLaRoe, but not your community. And so if you want to build that, we're trying to focus on that. So we're doing like an outfit of the day challenge, like how we're getting ready before we go, and like trying to meet a few people, and I'm paying them with gift cards to do it because I know how much it'll bless them. So I'm like, if everyone does this, I'll give you a gift card. And but it's because I know that even for me, like I happened to me once, just someone had a doctor appointment and I was wearing LuLaRoe and I dressed up and I looked nice, but because I looked nice and I was wearing LuLaRoe, like I got to make that, they bought 10 items in the next week. And so we have to I love that you're so focused on locals, and that's really probably not the only way, but that's a huge reason why you're cruise qualifying while you're working full time, is because that saves time, is to have locals. Absolutely.
In-home pop-ups save a lot of time. Think about it. You don't have to photograph anything that sells at a local pop-up. You don't have to photograph it. How amazing. You just saved yourself like hours of time. You don't have to photograph it. I do. My locals know when they schedule a pop-up with me, there are going to be 2 boxes on my dining room table that are shut. They get to open and go through. Is it new inventory? Not necessarily.
They don't know that.
They don't know that. They don't know it's rebagged and I've had it since March of last year. They don't know that. They think those are 2 new boxes. That's 60 pieces just for me and my party. They get to open it. Granted, the bottom's been open, so I open everything with an X-Acto blade from the bottom and tape it back up with clear tape.
That's awesome.
They don't know it's been open, but they feel so special that I ordered 60 pieces for them.
Absolutely.
And so that, I think too, if you can save yourself the time with doing little things like that, I pull out 2 things every box to put into my locals boxes. So it's 2 items I don't have to photograph tonight when my box comes, because I'm going to throw it in a box for my locals this weekend.
Mom, when did you do the box thing? Where you doing it the next coming party?
I do it every party. Yours usually with Hannah.
Hannah!
And I do hire a babysitter for
But I always come in and check.
She does. She does come in. But if you can hire a babysitter, or you can find something for your kids to do during the pop-up, that'll give you more time to kind of enjoy your guests.
And enjoy the pie.
Me being a high school teacher, I have instant access to a lot of babysitters. But if one of my high school kids can't do it, they're off to mother-in-law's house. And that's her role.
And I love Mother.
Yes, you love Grandma.
You love mother-in-law's house.
They love Grandma. Use who you can. I don't mean to say like use who you can, but use them.
I hear you.
I know you do.
Wow, Brianne, thank you so much.
I know, maybe.
I have to go get ready for my Shop the Box that I'm doing. Woo. Oh, by the way, next time if you're ordering Amelia's, you get on those 2 and 3XLs because they're sold out again. But when I ordered them, all 4 of them are watercolor floral and they're gorgeous. And I should have ordered 5 of each size, but I was going to order it 2 days in a row and order 2 of each size. And I'm so mad at myself. I'm like, oh.
I'm waiting for them to pop back up into stock so I can order more.
Oh, don't be daring. Order 4 of each size. Don't even care about duplicates because they're amazing. 9.
I have 4 that I need to order, so I'm gonna order.
Oh, you're that low. Oh my goodness. Order 9.
I'm at 2 each right now.
Oh, of each size? Dang.
Yeah, my pop-up this weekend was a 2X and 3X pop-up. I literally am down to 2 to 3 of every style in those sizes.
Wow. That's so awesome.
And that's not normal. I'm usually more on the small to medium end of the scale on my in-homes, but this one was a big 2 and 3X party, and I was like, oh, crap, they're all out of stock.
I know. That is so crazy. Man, I need to do in-homes, y'all. Is everyone going to work on some in-homes up in here? Like, this is up in here. She is. She's like, yeah.
Scratchy back.
Oh. And so do you meet a lot of people from school?
I don't promote at work.
Nice.
I do not promote at work. I kind of feel like it's a conflict of interest. So I'll promote everywhere but work.
Cool.
I do fundraisers for work. I have done a few fundraisers for work, but I don't promote really to the other teachers.
Just wear it, and then casually, if they ask about it, be like, yeah, go on my Facebook group. Do you do that even?
Yes, I'll do that, but I won't solicit them to join my group or to host a pop-up. But if they ask me about it, I'm more than willing to talk to them about it.
What's related?
Cool.
You're welcome. And you're gonna have to go to the office. Everybody knows, sorry.
Cool, guys. Anyone else have anything else? I gotta go check in my inventory. This is recorded, Elizabeth, so I know you joined in late, and it'll be recorded for you. And yay, thank you guys. And I'll send you the link too, Brianne, if you wanted to use any of your own. It'll be on YouTube, so.
Yeah, my girls have heard it all. They won't.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you so much, everyone, and have a good night. Work hard, play harder, and I'm going to type up some of my notes too for you guys. And yay.
Feel free to send me a message on Facebook or an email. Jessica has my Facebook name. More than willing to answer any questions. Email, PMing, you'll get a response faster. But feel free to ask me any questions. I can send her the links for the clicker and the mannequin that I got.
Oh, yeah, do that. I'll post that with your recording.
Really, knock it off.
You're a silly girl.
Let's go see what Dad's getting for dinner.
Silly.
Yeah, we're eating out tonight. Oh, well.
Awesome. We'll see you later. And I'm going to stop recording, everyone. I'll see you guys. Have a
Bye,
good
guys.
night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes. I don't know how to end it.